with us from Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Sooners offense will take the field first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Finding some room. Inside the 40. The 30. At the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Ahmad Hardy, what a performance he had in their last game, putting up more than 300 yards on the ground. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Simmons. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He'll loft one deep down the left side. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Maybe a crease. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body, and that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Missouri gets to the line quickly. Quarterback making checks. Simmons from the gun on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Gets away from one. He's got space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Robinson. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Quick release by the QB. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
Using his legs to buy some time. To the 15. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback.
Touchdown Sooners! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Number 23 set to kick this one away.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Bang it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On first down, it's Hardy again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Fires to the big fella. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They go play action with Simmons. Bringing the heat. Buried before he could blink.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still running at the 40. Into the secondary on the right. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll give it to Hardy. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Plucks it out of the air. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Here's a give to Hardy. He's got enough for a Missouri first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Sategna. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Fires it incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Handoff to Xavier. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You can see why this running back is on the field on 3rd down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Sooners line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. They'll give it to Hardy. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons makes the catch. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Here's a give to Robinson. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. So now it's 2nd and long. Just feeds the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. To the air, it's Mateer. The sweet feet buy a little time. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Sooners will punt this one away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Doby.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Keep it on the ground. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the 1st down.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense is going to have to do a better job game tackling as this game goes on.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Setting up the screen. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing Simmons. On target. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Missouri wants to go fast. Quarterback making adjustments. Simmons to the air again. Looking down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking deep. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Could be an alley. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Simmons to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on 3rd. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He takes it at the 45. Wide open, and it's a foot race. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with UCF taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Knights coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. That gets their record to 3-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Memorial Stadium. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard.
And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. His quarterback, not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the third quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to block.
There's a crease. Past the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in, it's Hansen. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts.
Snags it and he's open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. He lobs one high down the left side. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Hardy again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Simmons. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Simmons. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Simmons. Quickly to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Austin Simmons firing again. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Here's a give to Hardy. Got enough for the first. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays. And those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Has to throw this off his back foot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing Simmons. Stepping to the right. Big fella moving. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now on second and goal. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Now, after the incompletion, it leaves them with third and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Hardy. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tigers! Gets it into the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Xavier again. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's Simmons to throw. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Pulls it in. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Simmons. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going.
And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. The play-action fake. Unloads to the right. He's got it. And he's still running after the move. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
They'll run it. It's Robinson. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Throwing Simmons. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He might want another play. Again, it's Simmons. It's complete to the left. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. To the air, it's Simmons. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Simmons to the air again. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I'm not surprised the defense blitzed, right? 3rd and inches. I got to get a stop. I got to get so many guys up there to get ready. I am surprised, though, on the other end. Why did the offense throw the football? They decided to throw it, and, man, did they pay for it. Big-time loss. 3rd and inches. All you have to do is run the football.
Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Slithers into... Might have a chance. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The game is well in hand. You just hope this injury's not serious. If time permits, Holly will get us up to date. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Under fire. They're setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's Simmons to throw. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons. Got it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, maybe a double pass. Oh, they're after him. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the 1st down. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. A one-sided game like this one and you suffer an injury, that is not ideal. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll give it to Robinson. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Number 29, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Simmons. Got a man. It's Roberts. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose,